Hey yo, what's going on everybody? It's Tylarious, aka Ty Killington. Yeah, man. Alright, finally it is here. The long awaited, the official 2021 top 10 vehicles that everyone in GTA 5 needs to own, especially in regard to making money in GTA 5 online. Now, I do this video every year, and sometimes the vehicles will stay the same, sometimes they get changed up. And this year they have changed up. And I know that there's been other GTA top 10 vehicle videos that have already been made, and those videos are great. You'll see a lot of similarities with mine as well. However, I want you to focus on what I talk about here. I want you to focus on my list, okay? These vehicles are going to be what you need to have going forward in GTA 5 Online for 2021, especially to make some money. Starting out number 10, the Krieger. Okay, the Krieger is going to be one of your top supercars in the game. On paper, the Emrys is a little bit better in regard to speed, but after racing with both of these vehicles extensively, I would strongly recommend going with the Krieger. It is just as good as the Emrys, but it's a little bit more forgiving to drive. It's an all-wheel drive vehicle. I do find it a little bit safer to drive, especially in stunt races. The Emrys is a good pick as well. It's so good that if you have the Emrys, you don't have to go for the Krieger. But if you don't have a supercar, the Krieger I think is the way to go. Everyone needs to have a supercar for racing. All right. The Cargobob. The Cargobob is still going to be a vehicle that you need to have if you are a money grinder. Now listen, the money grind has changed. We all know that. With the introduction of the Cayo Perico heist, a lot of the other businesses are getting overshadowed. However, a true money grinder is still going to grind and work all different businesses. And the Cargobob is going to be a good vehicle to use, especially for import-export. Now, of course, it's later or further on down my list at number 9. You could even have this at number 10, right? But it is still a good vehicle to use. There's two different types of Cargobobs. Go with whichever one you want to go with. People say the Cargobob Jet Sam, the hook is longer. Listen, I've compared, but I don't see that. They say it's quieter. I don't see that either or hear that. The military version is a little bit cheaper. I would probably just go with that. But either one is going to be fine. But I do think that everyone should have a Cargobob, especially for doing import-export. It will help out. Number 8 on the list, the Toreador. The Toreador is a new vehicle. A lot of people like this vehicle. I have it further down my list because the Toreador is more of a fun vehicle. Yes, it will help you make money. And that's the reason why it's on this list, and it's a new addition to this list, okay? It's got some of the best boost speed in the game. It's got unlimited rockets. The machine guns are epic. And you can use this vehicle in not only heist like the old school heist, but you can also use it with other things as well to help you make money with the new Cayo Perico heist and other things as well, getting little sonar missions. But at 3 million plus, and for the fact that, part of what you can use this for to make money, the old school heist, maybe some missions, a lot of people don't use those as much anymore, but this vehicle is still viable. And of the two cars that are like the submarine hybrids, this guy and the Stromberg, this is the better of the two. So keep that in mind as well. But it is a steep price, so that's why it's a little bit further on down my list. But it's new, it's fresh, it's different. It is a very good vehicle, and it does have a really cool fun factor to it as well. And like I said, it will make you money, but it's not going to be something you have to jump on right off the bat, okay? Coming in at number 7, the Armored Kuruma. The Armored Kuruma will always be on my top 10 list, no matter what. It's one of the best starter vehicles in the game, and it's the best vehicle to protect you in regard to small arms NPC fire. It doesn't have as good of explosive protection. It's not going to be the best to drive around Los Santos and absorb rockets or, from Mark IIs and things like that. But if you're using this in missions to make money, which I do all the time, I like to keep my game more realistic and more simple. I don't like to use all the rocket vehicles, especially when I'm doing missions. But the Armored Kuruma is great for the heists, old school heist, and for making money in missions. It is an awesome vehicle. You have to have it. New on this list, coming at number 6, is the Phantom Wedge. Now, just a few months ago, I would never consider the Phantom Wedge as a vehicle to help you make money. But now with the Cayo Perico heist, the Phantom Wedge is really a must-have vehicle. This vehicle is important because it's very good to use for just one thing, and that's getting the long fin for the Cayo Perico heist. Doing the long fin prep mission to be able to get that boat is so important. It allows you to roam all over the island, and because of that, because the Cayo Perico heist is so prevalent now, this vehicle is not only wicked fun, it's so much fun, but it plays a huge part now in the Cayo Perico heist, and that's why it is up on my list and why you need to get this going forward. Number 5 is the Buzzard attack chopper. Yes, another vehicle that will just always be on this list. It is still to this day a very important vehicle in regard to the money grind. It is going to be nimble, it's quick, it's easier to land than some of the new choppers like the Sparrow, and you can call it in almost, willingly whenever you want, as long as you are a Securo Serve CEO or VIP. It's a great vehicle. It really is. It has been the workhorse before the Mark II came out. And the Buzzard has helped me make hundreds of millions of dollars, and I still find myself using it to this day, especially with the Cayo Perico heist. It definitely helps out. It fills the void when you can't use the Sparrow. Coming in at number 4 is the Terabyte. Yes, the Terabyte is a critical vehicle, especially with the money grind, because you can do so much with it in regard to making money. You can park this in front of one of your CEO warehouses and run crates back and forth between a couple of your warehouses. It holds the bay for your Mark II to be able to upgrade it and customize it. You have a weapons loadout there, so it takes place of the MOC in that regard. And you can launch your client jobs from this. Client jobs are actually one of the most lucrative ways to make money as a solo player. Very simple, very easy, very quick. And this is a great way for you to make money in the game. Plus, the vehicle is quite durable. You have a lot of armor resistance in this, and you can lose the cops by going into the vehicle. It's pretty quick to get around, and it's got a couple of cool features that I'll show you here in just a minute. But the Terabyte is still a very important piece of the money grind game. Again, you can do your crates, you can launch your hangar business. Now, the hangar business is not that popular. I understand that, but you can do that with here. It's mainly going to be used for doing CEO crates and client jobs. Those are the two main things that help you make money with the Terabyte. But those are critical. They're very important. And like I said, if you want to upgrade your Mark II, which is a very important vehicle as well, you got to have the Terabyte. Now, the Terabyte, there is a paywall. You have to have, a nightclub, right? That's okay, because the nightclub is one of the most important businesses that you need to have going forward in 2021 as well. That'll be a different video, though. But yes, guys, you need to have a Terabyte. And if you don't, or if you're coming up in the game, this is an important vehicle to have to get focused on. Check out my other videos that I have that talk about this. You've got offensive weapons with the Terabyte. You've got a drone station, which you do need to have the drone station to be able to do all of the client jobs. Again, things you have to build up to. All right, we're not getting too far into details with that. We're just talking about the vehicles that you need to have. It's got a kind of a cool little feature, right? You can get some personal information from players in the lobby as well, which is kind of funny. You can kind of troll your friends a little bit and mess with some randoms out there, which is kind of cool. I like to show. A lot of people forget about this. They don't really use this that much, but it's actually pretty fun, pretty cool. All right. Coming in at number 3, a new vehicle on the list, and that is the Sparrow. Yes, the Sparrow being added in with the Cayo Perico DLC is critical. It's very influential with the money grind game because the Sparrow is inside the Kasaka, the submarine. And to use it, you don't have to be registered as any business or organization or MC. You can just call it in and get around the map. It's got unlimited rockets, fast firing. They're rockets like the Buzzard. They don't track that good, but they're decent. They're okay. It's a little rough with the landing, but the Sparrow has turned out to be a great alternative, especially to people that don't like to use the Mark II. It's a great way to run the Cayo heist. I use it all the time. It's very effective. Speaking of number 2, the Oppressor Mark II. The Oppressor Mark II, for as long as it has been out, has been my number 1 vehicle to make money in the game. It's undeniable. The Mark II is very polarizing. Yes, it is a vehicle that's used for, people to grief you with, but it is by far not the worst grief tool in the game. All right, you've got God mode speedos, hydras, lasers, and unlimited orbital cannon glitches out right now. But no other vehicle up until just recently can make you more money in the game. The Mark II is by far one of the most useful and reliable vehicles to make money in GTA 5 Online. It has been, since it's been released, the new workhorse to make money. You can use this in every single business. It's got great missiles, it's got defensive capabilities, it's durable, it gets you around. It is epic. It's very, very good. However, we have a new top vehicle, a new number one. No surprise, it is the Kasaka submarine. The Cayo Perico DLC gave us this sub and gave us the ability to run solo heists, which make you millions of dollars extremely easy. 1.5 million in less than an hour on average. And the Kasaka submarine comes in at roughly $2.2 million. That's all you have to spend to get going. And this by far has made more money in the time it's been out than any other thing or business or vehicle in the game. People can now 100% solo in a invite or just a solo lobby make millions upon millions with the Cayo Perico heist, and it is very, very easy. There's other things you can get, the sonar stations, this and that or whatever. You don't have to have any of that though. You can store your Sparrow in here, the Toreador, another sub, and it has made making money in the game so much easier. It has given a breath of fresh air to so many players who have been sick and tired of getting griefed relentlessly, and you can easily and peacefully make money, good money, in GTA 5 Online. All right, so there you guys have it. This is your list. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Give me your top 10. Whether or not the exact order is the same for you guys, all these vehicles you do need going forward, some more than others, but I think for 2021 you'll be happy with this list, and this is something you guys can set a goal to and accomplish that and get these vehicles, all right? Thank you all so much for coming out of the video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel for the illest and realest content in the game. Smash that like button. See you guys in the next one, all right? Peace out. Yeah.